And now I recognize Ms. Leger Fernández for her time of questioning.
Good afternoon, Chair, and my apologies for the nature of travel these days. But, you know, even though we're now on our second panel, it strikes me that neither this panel nor the one before addressed the issue that is on all voters' mind, which is how do we lower the cost of groceries? How do we lower the cost of affording health care and the insurance premiums that go along with it? How do we lower the cost of utilities, right? This month's elections told us that voters want us to lower the cost of utilities, and none of these bills do that. In fact, they move in the opposite direction. The other concerning thing about what we're considering in this panel is how we are dictating from DC. We are overturning careful consideration, as you have pointed out, about these bills. And with regards to the comment and the questions earlier from the ranking member about what it means out there, I would like to, I love to enter into the record items. Since you're here, I would like to enter into the record an article called, "Could Congress' use of this law create, open quote, Wild West, close quote, for public land management," published September 19th, 2025 in the Deseret News.
Without objection?
And this article, which comes from Utah, right? A place that we might not see as like a New Mexico, but we really do want to preserve both the ability to extract oil and gas, since that's important, but also the ability to protect land. And most importantly, the ability to have the input from community. And this actually points out that not only could it create the Wild West, but this quote, what is clear is that rescinding management plans under the CRA, which has never been done before, right, would open a Pandora's box of legal and regulatory uncertainty, one that could affect every permit, lease, and management decision made on public lands since the law went into effect, and that law was the CRA. Do you want to add some more to that, Ranking Member?
Well, I would just want to, I think certainty, and let's just take the side of the, for kicks, let's take the side of the oil and gas industry here for this purpose of the conversation. Certainty is incredibly important. And so by using the CRA for this purpose, what we're saying is a future change in administration, presidential administration, could say, disagree with these and switch back, and we're going to see investment from the private sector diminish. I mean, the certainty is, when we talk about lowering costs for our constituents, certainty in industry is really important too. And using this tool creates this complete chaos for both industry and our constituents.
Right, and I would also point out that I've actually been to the Arctic Circle, been to these lands, and anybody who's gone there and witnessed the breathtaking beauty of these lands, seen those caribou migrate, and understand that those caribou only migrate in the numbers that they are, the porcupine herd, because there isn't the kind of development that they are seeking now. That everywhere else where there are roads and pipelines, they are decimating the caribou herds that so many rely on for not just subsistence, but also their cultural value. And I would also seek to enter into the record unanimous consent an October 14, 2025 press release from the Gwich'in Nation, which condemns the use of the CRA for this purpose.
Without objection, so ordered.
And with that, I'm going to close. I think this idea of we are going to dictate from DC and overturn in a couple of weeks. This legislation was just, we were all off doing not much, but we didn't hold any hearings on it, right? So we weren't here, we weren't doing anything. This gets introduced, and like that, years of work and consultation are overturned. This idea of constantly dictating from DC, I just have to vote against. And with that, I yield back, Mr. Chair.